We got another episode of Nothing Nice. It's your man JB. I'm here with my brother. We got Mook Jones in the building. How you feeling, bro?
Jones in the building, man. We're feeling good, feeling great. Let's go.
You already know. And I got my boy here from the SIP. Yo, what's good, man? What's up, Josh?
Man, I can't complain, man. Praise the Most High. I'm here. Thank you guys for having me, man. Let's get it.
Already. So y'all know we talk sports. That's what we do. But this episode, at first we are gonna have like a little mix between basketball and football. But this one we about to just sit right here in basketball for a second. There's been a lot of disrespect and revisionist history on one Kobe Bean Bryant, and I don't appreciate it. Yo, the slander is crazy, especially because this man's not here to defend himself, and he's getting taught like people are throwing crazy narratives around from guys who had to team up with guys to try to stop him, and guys who couldn't get out the first round, and guys who who never saw a conference finals in their life. So let's get into it, bro. We're gonna talk about Kobe right now. The great Kobe Bryant. Josh, listen, that's been your man, Spy Grandpas and Pants. That's you've been rooting for him since you were a kid. Go ahead, bro. Tell me what do you think about all this Kobe slander and trying to rewrite history?
I mean, good gracious, man. Yeah, I definitely had to start this off. Boy, Bean, man. To be honest, a lot of this stuff has been going on. It's just kind of getting a little out of hand now. Like it's getting more out of hand. But since he's passed, even a little bit before he passed, they started to kind of disrespect him. But even more so lately, it's just been it's getting crazy, man. Like people been pretty much saying like they could have just plugged and played Kobe, and in this scenario, everybody would have. Like, even on Gil's arena, I seen Gil was saying that I could have been Derek Fisher, I could have been Kenyon Marvin saying I would have won a ring with Shaq. Like, come on, man, y'all stop this. Like, boy, none of this type of energy going on. Kobe was live, and I'm not saying Kobe was a Debo, but come on, it's just getting crazy. But people know, man. Like the real ones know, like Cole was that dude, bro. Like, he could do anything on both sides of the court. I mean, he had the most heart of anybody, the most studious student of students of all
Yeah.
time. Like, bro, like he was basketball, man. Like, not to try to get too crazy about it, but it's kind of how it was. Bro was too crazy about it. Bro was basketball, man. So that's my take on what's been
Yeah. Mook, what's up, bro? What you thinking?
And I kind of spoke on it last week, man. About how I felt about it, like especially with Tracy McGrady take, man. Like let's not fool ourselves, man.
going.
Like Kobe is an all time great, right? And how you know Kobe is an all time great is like when you got those guys are great, there is no shades of great in it, right? When you got all time greats,
Right.
you either love them or you hate them. Like
Right.
it's no in between with greatness. Like it was just like with Jordan, right? Let's say Jordan. Jordan, you either love Jordan or you hate Jordan. It's no in between. You either love Tom Brady or you hate Tom Brady. There's no in
Right.
between. There's no shades of gray. And with Kobe, it's the same thing. Either you love him or you hate him. You know, you respect all these guys, but it's a love and a hate relationship. So, I just feel like, man, it's crazy, man. And they wouldn't have all this vigor that they have, man, if Kobe was here, man. As far as the competitive, like as far as being competitive and a competitor, man, he only second to MJ. I don't see nobody as competitive that works as harder as Kobe, man. Kobe was that guy, man. And so it was more than what he put on the court, man. It was the first in the gym, the last out of the gym. You know, we even heard stories of like John Sally say, I beat this guy 40 times and he still will be ready to play again. He still was the last one to leave the gym. You know what I'm saying? So man, this dude was just different, bro. This dude didn't party like talk about he just worked at it, man. And it showed, man. And so man, yeah, that's how I feel about it, man.
No, and you just said something that's like really interesting. That really brings a light to it. When you think about Kobe, when you think about any great player, if you rooted against them, you know that like you're rooting against him. Like, man, this man has potential to mess up my summer if he wins this ring. Uh, or if he knocks my team out the playoffs. Like, you had like genuine concerns, like the same way you would have with Tom Brady. When your team goes up against Tom Brady, you're like, man, this man can really ruin my fall winter. You know what I mean? Same with Jordan. Like, great players, you like, man, they can, like, you worry about them as a fan different, because you like,
Right.
bro, we got to see this man, and we like, there's a good chance as long as he's on the court or on the field that it's not gonna go our way. So you try to almost talk yourself into it at different times.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is the guys who are doing all the talking, we didn't feel that way about them. Like, we don't have to rewrite history. Like, we don't have to have, like, the teams that they played, to try to get there were just juggernauts all along the way. Like, when D-Wade had that year with Miami where they were tough, but then after that, like, we weren't worried about them again. Then when we had Gilbert Arenas and the Wizards, you were never worried about them. They were cool, but they were just cool.
Every
Uh,
year we knew they
yeah,
weren't gonna get past Cleveland.
yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna get past Cleveland. They wouldn't get past Boston. Like, we weren't stunting nothing that the Wizards had going on. We weren't stunting none of that. And then Tracy McGrady, that man's never left the first round, and it's not. And he's had 2-0 leads on different teams. The one time that the Rockets got out of the first round was when he was injured, and that was Yao and the rest of the guys being like, "Cool, let's get to the second round." And they went to the second round, and they were able to take the second round at least to Game 7. This man was still getting on the first round when he was playing. So I do not get it. And then the new narrative, and y'all can tell me if I'm tripping. When Kobe was playing and when we were growing up, I never remember hearing anybody say Tim Duncan's better than Kobe. Tim Duncan's ahead of Kobe on the all-time list. That
Let's do
feels
it.
like the newest thing ever. Because I'm like, yo, when did this become a thing? Like, I even went back and watched like older clips and stuff. When they were playing and Kobe was winning, they're saying, "Oh, Kobe's close to Mike. He's trying to catch Mike. He's one of the greatest." TNT, they even did a poll on what is that, Inside the NBA on TNT from 2000 to 2009. Who's the best player? Kobe had like over half, I think like half the votes, and then like Bron and Melo and AI and the rest of the guys, they split the remainder, but it was like Kobe by a lot. So
But
this new narrative that Tim
Well,
Duncan was better than
it's,
Kobe is crazy.
well, I
it's
just
been
got
a,
one thing.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Josh.
No, I was just saying it's just been revisionist history. Like you said, who did you say they compared them to again? They said, oh yeah, they were trying. They've been saying lately they compared him to Tim Duncan. If I can get the words right. They've been also trying to say that. I think Dwayne Wade said that. Oh yeah, we were thinking that Pau Gasol was going to get the MVP. Come on,
Nobody thought that.
stop
Nobody thought
it.
that.
And then
Nobody.
it's just been a lot of crazy stuff, man. And even with T Mac, I respect T Mac as far as saying like, hey, I mean, I was a good player too, but I think that he just done about it
Yeah,
with the wrong kind of energy. That kind of gave him all this flack because T Mac definitely was a baller. Like he sat right
for
beside Kobe,
sure.
shoulder
Hooper.
to shoulder. Comparing, to saying like, hey, Kobe even gave him his nod, like, yo, like you did everything I could do. You were bigger. But the thing about it is
Mm-hmm.
like T Mac, and I'll even give T Mac a nod on his defense too. Not a nod as far as like better than Kobe, but I'll give him like he don't get credited as enough as he should on his defense. Because T Mac could
Did
stop
he?
him. T Mac could stop
Did
him.
he? Okay,
Definitely.
because let's look at this up. So Kobe has 9 first team all defense. T Mac doesn't have a single all defense nod.
I know, and I think Kobe got like 3 second teams or something, but he got like 12 something, 12 and all.
Yeah.
But I
So
mean,
like
that don't always tell the
in the
story.
world of
Seeing T Mac, T Mac definitely was. T Mac, like he had a long wingspan, bro. Like if he wanted to
he
stop
did.
you, he could stop you. But the difference, that people say alluding to, I was gonna say that pretty much T Mac. The difference was that the heart, like
The
Kobe wanted to stop
mentality.
him. Like you know what I'm saying. Like T Mac, sometimes he's conserving that energy on defense. so he can light you up. You know, and Kobe was like, nah, I'm working 2 times, 3 times as hard as this guy so I can light you up and stop you. It's like a whole
Yep.
different mental playing field that they was on. And that's why it's like kind of crazy when the kind of energy that he came out and put it into this earth, put out in the earth in the air. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much saying like, I mean, remember me? Like it was kind of weak energy, and I hate to see T Mac in that kind of light because it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember me, guys? Like, I mean, hey, like I was good too. Don't do that,
Because he
bro.
didn't
You
have to.
good, man.
He didn't
Just
have to
let
do
these
that.
take.
That's the thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm
That's the
saying.
thing.
Like,
He didn't have to do that. We knew he was a hooper, but he took it too far because
I'll tell you why
it's
though.
even to the point where he tried to like compare prime, prime T Mac to first 4 or 5 years in the league Kobe. Like, bro, what
Right.
are we doing? And then he said, "You played next to Shaq, bro. You played next to Vince.
I'll tell you why
You
though, bro.
played."
But the reason why he did this is because of this Gilbert Arenas energy that he was right beside. Gilbert Arenas is toxic for basketball culture right now.
He
Like
is extremely
Kobe,
toxic.
and I give him his nod too. Like as far as like bro was cold. Like bro get out here and mix you up. Like bro was cold. Like,
Agent Zero.
but as far as like what he's spewing for to get clicks and dollars right now, it's not good for basketball culture. He need to stop that because
Yeah.
I mean he said it before on different interviews. Like I mean I do things like I say things to make people click. So it's like yeah he knows what's gonna stir people up, man.
Just
Just
like
them
just like
fools
what
and
he
T Mac.
just
Go ahead,
like
go
what he
ahead.
said about Van Fleet. And Van Fleet is a
No,
champion.
yeah,
You ain't a
yeah.
champion.
Van Fleet was slack. Van Fleet
I'm
was
just
slack, bro. Slack.
no, I'm just saying, like Van Fleet is a champion, man. You it's doors you can't get in. He can, bro. Like put some respect on that guy name, bro. Like don't do that man like that. That dude is a
But
champion, man.
Gilbert's one of those type of guys.
But
Gilbert's
he
one of
comes
those
off
type of
as
guys
a
that
hater.
don't mind like he don't mind slacking somebody's whole career, like saying like they were these guys with bombs and like guys that went in the trenches with him. Like he's one of those type of guys like LeBron, like the guys that you stuck years and years with, you'll go back on years later and trash. And you got high links with him. Like the highest Gilbert Arenas got, like he's gonna trash those guys, but in reality, he's the one who missed those free throws. He missed those free throws.
He let
You know,
LeBron say, Brown said, "You missed this. You know you going home," and then
tap him on the
boom,
tennis.
No, that ain't
Oh,
what
then
tennis.
that ain't
boom,
what
missed
happened.
the free
That ain't
throws.
what happened. He told LeBron, he like he had an interview, he said what happened. And he said when he missed them free throws, because you know the whole story was LeBron, him, and Damian Jones used to play cards, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Damian Jones would always get his money to. If anybody don't know Damian Jones was LeBron James' teammate when they went to the NBA Finals. You know when he was hitting all them threes, right? The guy that he was passing to in the corner, right? So the story was that when he missed those free throws, Damian Jones had played the whole game. And so when he was shooting the free throws, LeBron James tapped him on his chest, say, "Hey, you know if you miss these free throws, right? You know who's going to win the game." And so when he said that, automatically everybody thought he said he was talking about LeBron, but LeBron actually talking about Damian Jones. And time he missed the free
Yeah,
throws, Damian Jones checked in and he passed the ball to him and he hit the final three. But that's the story he said. But the only thing
it's still
problem
true.
I have But the problem I have with Gilbert Arenas is to the point where he'll even he'll even S on his own teammates to make himself sound better or look better. Even when he be talking about it, like you hear him just talk about his team, he be S-ing on them dude. He be talking down on his own teammates. Like bro, like it's supposed to be a brotherhood, right? And why you doing that to
That's
your
his
own
though.
teammates?
That's his
And just
kind
one more thing.
of.
And just one more thing, like and y'all were talking about the Tim Duncan situation. Here's why there is some validity to the Tim Duncan thing, right? And not saying that this is right, but I'm just telling you how it's viewed. The reason why some people might say that Tim Duncan is better than Kobe, and it's only because if you're looking at it from this perspective. If you talk about the all-time team, right? Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. Can we all agree
Right.
that?
We can. I can.
And Kobe is not the best shooting guard of all time. That's Jordan. So if you was putting an all-time team together, Tim Duncan would be a starter. Jordan would be a starter. And Magic would be your point guard. And you know what I'm saying? So I can see that's the only reason.
That's an
That's the
all
only reason
time
I can
team
play
though.
them.
That's a different conversation than who's the best.
No, no,
There's
no, no,
all
no.
time team and there's
No,
who's the best. That's like if we said like if we switched it to football, right? And we said, okay, if we said 10 best NFL players all time, we're gonna say Tom Brady, we're gonna say Patrick Mahomes, boom, right there. We went back to back quarterbacks. We'll say Jerry Rice. We're not gonna be like, okay, we gotta do a quarterback and then we have to do a running back and then we have to do a wide receiver. Like if we're just saying like if we say like the best offensive players, we're gonna give you the best 10 offensive
no.
players. The best
I get what you're
defensive, we'll
saying.
give you the best 10.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that's the only sense that I can make of it, right? Because,
Yeah.
like great as Tim Duncan was, we knew it was the team around him too that made him great. We
Okay.
knew Tony Parker was a problem. We knew Emmanuel Ginobili was a problem. We knew
Right.
these things. Like
Kawhi
it
Leonard.
wasn't no secret. Kawhi Leonard, yeah, that was in the later runs. I'm talking about in the early stretches. I'm talking about the Tony Parkers, the Emmanuel Ginobili's, you know, the Glenn Robinson, like not Glenn Robinson, David Robinson. You know what I'm saying? We knew that those guys played a major part in those championships. And we also knew that Greg Popovich was a great coach. So, it was a lot of things that led, which Kobe didn't have no slack as a coach either. In which he played with Shaq too. So,
But
both of those
did
guys
you hear
went.
do you hear the difference in the people you named though? You said he played with Shaq too. When you talk about who Tim played with a lot of good
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
For
yeah.
Kobe, you're gonna say Shaq, and then you'll probably say Powell. But that's really where the list stops. Like that's really where it stops. And he didn't play with them together, and they were two different parts of his career completely. Tim had for the bulk of his career other guys who you really had to respect like that.
Well, some people always say when they bring up Kobe greatness, they always brings up Shaq, but nobody brings up Derek Fisher because he never won a championship without Derek Fisher.
Bro,
But
we're not about to do this.
I digress.
I mean,
Because those players like that do make a difference. Like the defense that Derek Fisher played, he would lock your one up. People don't know that. He was a really good defender.
He wouldn't have won if Derek Fisher wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And
That
I
zero
seen
point that
Gilbert Arenas even plugged himself in Derek Fisher's spot, saying that hey, just put me in Derek Fisher's spot. Like I can kind of see what he's saying. Like okay, yeah, as far as talent wise, but mentality wise, I think Derek was just a little more locked in than Gil was to be
and
able to get
then
the all the rings.
backdooring on Josh's comment, it's like we've seen super teams recently get folded. So just because you have a lot of guys who can score on the same team doesn't mean they're going to be successful. They put Devin Booker and KD on the same team together. Didn't work. We just saw Luka and Bron on the same team. Granted, they played half the season together, but it also didn't work. We saw Cat and Jalen Brunson. They made it to the playoffs, but they lost to Indiana, who had one star. I'm still not getting Halliburton a superstar nod. So just on Gilbert Arenas' part, like Gil, we don't see him doing the little things. I can't see him being like, okay, I'll do Derek Fisher's role. I'm not gonna take this shot. I'll shoot it in rhythm and then look to lock up whoever needs to be locked up. That's not his MO. So you'll be a super team that ends up losing.
Yeah, D Fish he played more of like a disciplined position at that point guard role. He was definitely a facilitator, but he was going like you said. He definitely need to lock up PG or like contain him
yeah.
to a degree. He need to be ready for timely shots. Like D Fish made us.
Mm-hmm.
He got us to the 0.4. I mean that says enough.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Rose really
And here's
did a
my
lot
thing.
for us, man.
And here's my thing about Derek Fisher before we go. I know we talk about Kobe, but I didn't realize how good D Fisher was until he went to Utah. In that playoff series, and he came back. I
Oh
think his
yeah.
daughter was in the hospital and stuff, right? And the
Oh, he was
dude,
playing for OKC, I think, right?
no,
Yeah,
no,
he's
no,
playing for
it was
OKC.
Utah. It
Yeah,
was
both.
Utah.
He played both. He played both.
It was Utah?
No, it
He
was
played for
Utah.
both.
I'm talking about when they was in the playoffs and like he was
Yeah,
out and then
yeah,
he
that
came
was
back.
Utah.
at half,
Okay.
and he came out and just really shut down that point guard. I think it was Utah.
I don't know why I feel like that was
You right. You
OKC.
right. He played for Utah. He went further with Utah than he did with OKC. I think.
Yeah,
But
but
matter of fact, I think pretty far. I think he got in the playoffs with OKC too. Matter of fact, but
yeah,
yeah, I got
He
you.
like
did. They went to the
it just
playoffs
it
because he
just
was
went
there with
from
Russ.
vegetables. Because that's another thing about Kobe. Everybody couldn't play with Kobe. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? Kobe just didn't go into battle with anybody. You know, and that's just part of his greatness, though. Like when you great, you just can't play any type of way. That's why Dwight Howard didn't make it with Kobe.
Right.
Dwight Howard said it. He said Kobe's an a-hole. He said Brown wants to be your friend. Y'all gonna kiki and have a good time. And Kobe's not trying to be your friend. He's trying to get the job done.
Yeah,
He said we could be friends in the off season after we win, and then even when we friends in the off season, it's gonna be doing some workouts. Also with Dwight Howard he tore his rotator cuff, so he was
yeah.
playing injured the 1 year he was there, and then Steve Nash was hurt from the rip. So
Well,
so
you know what
now
they say.
people got
You know what they say. If you on the court, you ain't injured. You can play, you ain't injured. You know what I'm saying?
bro. I'm not mad at that because we saw Kobe and AI play through some of the craziest injuries,
Yeah.
but
Especially broke
but
finger, one championship broke finger. Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
I
talk about
see.
that
no
more.
facts.
Man, we seen
Facts.
players
He's
play with no ACL. What's that?
yeah.
Blair? Blair from when the Spurs were winning the championship, that power
Dewan Blair.
Joker
Oh
had
yeah,
no ACLs.
Yeah, Dewan Blair.
Getting like 7, 8 rebounds a game. I don't want to hear
No, for sure. And
yeah.
and this and I'm just gonna drop some notes in here. This is for the young kids. So just to kind of rub in Kobe's highlight Kobe's greatness even more. Kobe had when he dropped 81, that was on 60% shooting. KD's career high, because everybody likes to call KD the greatest scorer. KD's a hooper. He's a great scorer. KD's career high is 54. Kobe's career high in a half is 55. Kobe's the last player to be the scoring champ in all first team defense. Uh, Kobe was doubled and triple teamed 39% of his career. The next highest is Jordan. 11 out of the 11 out of the 12 playoff teams Kobe played against post Shaq were 50-win teams.
Cole was crazy. Cole was crazy.
I mean, what are we talking about?
it. Like,
Just
look,
just to cap off, I guess that I would just say the Cole to me is like I feel like it's Jordan, Kobe, and everybody else, man. Like I think if this guy goes to be like you can debate how you want to after that. It's Jordan, Kobe, and everybody else. I mean, LeBron did a lot of things for the game as far as financially and as far as psychologically how players see themselves as players and stuff like that. But to some way a detriment. But he's also did some good things. But I don't see him up there with
Yeah.
those.
yeah.
Um,
I gotta
like I
I
said,
gotta
Kobe's
agree.
different, man.
I gotta agree with both of you guys. That Kobe probably the best scorer of all time. But when you talk about Durant, I think people mix greatest scorer of all time with the most efficient scorer of all time. I think Kevin Durant is the most efficient scorer of all time. Do I think he's the
What is
greatest
it?
scorer of all
Then
time?
you got to
No.
define efficiency. You have to define efficiency. Like, is it just by?
I'm, I'm,
Is it
I'm, I'm gonna put it like this, right? Kevin Durant is so efficient as a scorer. He'll score 35 points. You won't even know he involved in the game because the dude do not have to take a lot of shots to get to where he's going. There's been plenty of games where he played in OKC where he'll have 30, 40 points and people saying he ain't aggressive enough. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so efficient. That's why he can literally step into any offense and fit right in seamlessly. Seamlessly. So that's why I think he's the most efficient scorer of all time. I mean, how many times in his career have he been 50, 40, 90? 40, 50, 90?
No, and that's dope. But for me, my only problem with it is for me the name of the game is get it done. Like if it's ugly or pretty, I don't care. Get it done. That's the
That's
only
why they
thing that
don't like
matters.
Kobe. They don't like Kobe because of the numbers. Like,
Yeah,
Kobe,
because sometimes Kobe won, but it was ugly. Cool. That does like that last game, Game 7 against Boston. I think in that game he had like 21 points or something like that, but he had 15
24, I think.
rebounds.
Or
Yeah,
Right.
something.
but yeah, and he had 15 rebounds in that Game 7 against Boston where they closed it out and won.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
He was a high scorer that game. Like they talk about how bad he was at scoring, but they were just a low scoring game. He was still the high scorer like of that game.
and he had 15 rebounds. So and he was on the same court with KG. So what are we
Yep.
talking about?
And check this out, y'all.
So just off of that, but for me, it's what I only care about is getting it done. I don't really care about how it looks. I want
Yeah.
the end result. So just off of the end result, because like when people are like, "Oh, KD's super efficient," cool. He is efficient, and he can score. Like we've seen him score where you just shake your head and be like, "He's killing." However, at the same time, there have been a lot of games, and we've seen that regular season and playoffs where it's like he'll end the game with 35, and you'll be like, "That's cool," but we really need you to get 40. We really
Yeah.
need you to get 45. Put daggers. Go get that 50. Go get that 50 ball. You can score well enough to go get 60. You should have a career high of 60 at this point
Yeah.
because it's about winning. It's not about beautiful basketball or none of that. None of those terminologies that you try to like put out there. It's about winning. You want to win. So if you got to be Allen Iverson and be like, why would I pass you the ball when you just go pass it to me with 3 seconds left on the shot clock? And so you just go out there and do your thing. Do that. Do that because it's about winning.
Yeah.
It's not about, oh, it looked pretty while I did it.
And I'm
And we
gonna say
lost.
this.
What
And
are we
I'm gonna
doing?
say this too. And I'm gonna say this too. Because, he ain't going against my team no more. So I can give him his flowers and talk about how great he really was, right? It was one stretch of time with Kobe, man. I would never say this when he was playing. I was just in my feelings too much. But it was one stretch of time when Kobe was playing, bro. It was literally like this is why I would say he's probably the greatest scorer of all time, right? It was one stretch when he was playing in the NBA. It was like he was everybody's Super Bowl. It's like guys was giving Kobe his best shot. I mean, you'll see 2 or 3 guys on Kobe, and you'll be like, man, you didn't see that type of defense on no other player. Like you would watch those TNT games, the ESPN games, and guys will literally be beating them up. 2 guys on them, 3 guys on them. It's like when he put it in his mind, I'm finna score. Ain't nothing you can do to stop him. I've seen so many fadeaways on 2 guys and turnarounds. It was just like, man, this dude cannot be stopped. One time, at one point, I was thinking this dude was not human, bro. I was like, ain't no way he making these type of shots. Man. So it was just crazy to me. So gotta give my respects to him, man.
Man, for sure. Because Mook, I was like you, bro. I remember rooting against Kobe basically his entire career. I didn't start like rooting for Kobe until I was like, dang, he really going down the mountain now. I always had an appreciation for Kobe. Like that's never been in question. But I was rooting against him, and then it's like my uncle, my uncle, he was a big Laker fan. He's a big Laker fan. He was a big Kobe guy. Man, I'll tell you what, when Detroit beat them in '04. Man, you would have thought that that was the Cavs that just won the championship. Because I was like, man, I really need this win. We don't watch Shaq and Kobe get it done too many times. Here they are again, 4 championships in 5 years. I can't live in this world.
We should have won that, bro. We should have definitely won.
I think I got one question for Josh.
That's that internal fighting.
I just got one question for Josh.
Mhm.
Now, why y'all couldn't overcome? Why Kobe couldn't overcome Smush Park?
What you mean? What you mean overcome him?
And why he couldn't win a playoff series with my boy Smush?
I mean, go back and look at the tapes, bro. Like, I mean, Smush played good in that Phoenix series one time, but yeah, Smush just really, I don't know. It's just, I guess I guess they didn't jail off the court or whatever. I don't know. It's just things that didn't allow them to make that work, bro. I can't really tell you. Like, you can go through everybody's
Like
career.
3
You
times.
can go through everybody's career and see a player that it didn't work with, bro. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
What was your?
I think they put them out like 3 times, didn't they? In the playoffs, right?
Probably so, man. Yeah, it got ridiculous at some point. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't have much help. We had like I can't even think of the name of the players right now, bro. Like,
Was Lamar
We had
Odom
like,
on that?
huh?
Was Lamar Odom on that team?
He might have still
For
been with the
for
Clippers.
a little
Or,
spin time. Yeah.
or
He
might
was there for a while.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about when they was losing to Phoenix with Smush. Or was that after?
Probably so. I know we beat them. We also beat them with Lamar too. So think
No,
about that
I'm
too.
saying
Now.
y'all never beat Phoenix.
We did beat Phoenix.
No, Phoenix got putting y'all up.
Man, you gotta go look at it. We beat Phoenix.
No,
You
y'all
remember
didn't.
that?
Y'all
You
never beat
remember that?
Phoenix. Y'all
So you
never
don't
beat
remember the
Steve
series
Nash.
when we hit the game one on two people?
Y'all never beat Steve Nash Phoenix in a series.
So, so you don't think we won that series where he hit the game winner on two people? You don't think we won that
No,
series?
Phoenix will put y'all out
Okay,
every year.
we'll go look it up. We'll go look it up. I'm pretty sure
I'm
we
telling
won that series, but we'll go look it up.
you. Y'all
yeah,
didn't win.
2006.
What's that?
Josh, you're right. 2006.
Yeah, we beat them, man.
Yep. Bryant overcame a 3-1 deficit. They were
Was
down
that
3-1
Steve
and
Nash?
came back and got the dub.
Was that
Man,
Steve
man,
Nash?
we heard talking about hold on. Let's put a pause. We heard talking about people are disrespecting Kobe. You gonna disrespect Kobe while talking about disrespecting Kobe?
I'm
Come
not.
on,
Hey,
bro.
look, look.
What we
He
doing,
tapped.
man?
He tapped back into his younger
My
years.
bad,
He
bro.
What we
My
said
bad.
doing?
he said I always got a
What
little hate in
My
there.
bad. My
we
bad. Hey,
doing?
look, it's
Hate
my
my
Come
bad.
hate.
on, man.
Look, my bad. My bad. Kobe is great, man. Kobe great.
Player
He
haters
scored
ball.
81. Hey, Kobe
I
scored
got you,
81.
Cole.
Bro.
I got you, Cole. This all.
My bad. Kobe scored 81, bro. He's great. He's the greatest scorer of all time, bro. I said that to say this. I say that to say this, bro. Kobe is truly great, man. I just, it's hard, bro, when you got that trauma, bro. It's real, bro. The
PTSD. Yeah.
trauma, man.
Hey,
Look,
that trauma's a real thing.
that trauma's real, bro. Like,
Hey, that trauma's so real that when Kobe won that championship, D Wade and Bron got on the phone like, "Hey, you want to play together?
Change basketball.
Because we can't beat Boston, but we just watched Kobe beat Boston."
That was a big one. I seen D Wade say that. Like, man, as soon as I saw Kobe playing ball, I called him. And that was so
That's
ridiculous. That made him look
crazy.
so weak. Like
that
that's the
was,
thing. That's a different. But let me say one more thing. One more thing. We can't let LeBron the hook because he didn't want to start this whole little like
I knew it was going to get there.
this weak ring thing. Like he the one who went up there. He's like, I just don't understand why people just put so much emphasis on the ring. Like, come on, seriously. That's why you career look the way it looks because you being affected by ring culture. It's like when people put these terms and stuff like it's just you can just tell they're trying to like make whatever topic is like they turn it into kind of subject. Ring culture is nothing to people like to win championships. What's wrong with it?
What
What's
do
wrong
you play
with
sports for?
like so yeah, it's just kind of like LeBron gotta stop this man. Like that's the reason why I can't really support a lot what he does as far as like basketball because
Yeah.
he just really put a
I'm
lot of
a,
weakness into basketball, man.
I'm a LeBron fan, but he was tripping on that tape.
Same,
He was
He
same.
tripping.
is tripping, bro. Like
I'm
He
a
was,
Brown
there's a
fan
lot of
too,
ego.
but that was wild.
he
That was
was
wild because
tripping.
that's like someone being like Brown has the stat stuff in culture. Yeah, the stat stuff in culture is crazy. So you mean to
Yeah.
tell me because I don't have this amount of points, I'm not great, and I have like it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's like
man.
trying to talk
He,
down on Ring is like calling him a
Yeah.
stat stuffer at this
he
point.
gotta
Like that's
Look,
stop.
wild.
He gotta
look.
stop.
I ain't heard a player say a tripping take like that since Carmelo Anthony said he rather have the gold medals more than he would rather have a NBA championship. And
I forgot about that.
everybody knew he was lying. You just cause I would say that too if I didn't get one. And I had
Yeah.
3 gold
Bruh,
medals. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
bruh,
what
I
that's what
rocks
we
with
do have
Melo,
in teammates too.
but Melo was an NBA 304 for a reason. He was trying to get that ring. Like,
Yeah,
like
I
nah.
didn't agree with that take. That's one thing I can't say about Kobe greatness. It's some things that Kobe would never do. Even though Kobe wasn't my favorite while playing basketball, it was just something. It was just his morals and the things that he stood for. Like he would never go team up with a Dwayne Wade or LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yeah, he wouldn't do that, man. And he wouldn't, as much as he wanted to win, he didn't wanna have to chase rings to do it.
Just
You know what I'm
it was just
saying?
weak, man. It was just a weak move. It really dampened the competitive nature of basketball. Like I
Yeah.
would have loved to see D Wade in the playoffs. That would be cold back. Like just come on, imagine.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this championship culture that they're saying is toxic. Do y'all think it's toxic? And how heavy do championships weigh in your eyes? Like when we go to measure greatness in a player, how heavy does a championship weigh?
It's
Josh, you
You
can
everything.
start.
said what?
Josh, you can start.
I was gonna say, I mean, shit. It just depends on pretty much. You have to use common sense. Like a lot of people try to like filibuster the conversation. Like, what about Robert Horry and Bill Russell? Like, come on, bro. We gotta use context. Like, stop just like trying to throw stuff. And when people start doing that kind of conversation, like, it's kind of like
Yeah.
that's the question I'll say. Championships matter. How you got them. It's different variables. Like how you got them, when you got them. You know what I'm saying? Like the nature, like just different things. Like, so I use an example like LeBron, for example, again. Like, I don't really count his 2 rings in Miami because it was like I think like, I always use an example like the year before. If you would have been on 2K, played on 2K, and if you would have told me that, hey, I'm about to put LeBron on my Heat team, and I'm actually putting Bosh on here too, and we about to play a game for bread or something, I'm gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? You cheating?
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like you guys are cheating, bro. Like stop that, man. Like you didn't have to do that. Like and D Wade said it himself, like, hey, bro, we gotta rig the system. I know you can lead a team. Like they can't double me if I'm on the team with you. Like they can't double you. You know what I'm saying? Like they rigged the system. So I feel like in those kind of ways, like that's where I think that's why LeBron is even saying this type of stuff because he knows that his rings don't have the same weight, and even more so, he don't have the number of rings that's going to give him that GOAT title. So he's
Right.
want to kind of like diminish it, and also kind of get people that don't have rings on his coattail. Like, yeah, thank you for fighting for us too. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, nah,
Ain't,
bro,
ain't,
it don't work like that.
We feel
ain't that
seen.
kind of hypocritical though?
How so?
Well, I know we celebrating Kobe, right? And I know
Right,
that.
right.
But didn't Kobe have the most dominant center of all time?
But
How's
did
that hypocrite? Okay, I got you. So how's that hypocritical? Because Kobe was drafted by the Lakers. Kobe was 17, 18 coming into the league,
Okay.
the ninth pick, and they
it's
said,
context,
"Hey,
bro. It's
we
context.
gonna pair you with Shaq." And remember, Shaq, he went to that finals, but also he was also getting knocked out early in the playoffs too.
Yeah,
He had a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
early exits as well. He had that one
So
time that he went to the finals and lost to Dream, but outside of that, he was also getting knocked out early. He
okay.
goes to LA because the market was bigger. They draft Kobe. That's not the same.
They didn't start
So
winning
We're
until
not talking
Kobe
about
started getting
prime
going.
Kobe calling
okay,
prime Shaq and
is
saying,
that is
"Hey,
that
They
we
didn't stand
can't
a
get
chance
past
in the league
Dream."
until
You
Kobe
were like,
got
"Who?"
going. They didn't stand a
okay?
chance in the league until
Is
Kobe
that
got going.
okay? So is that certainly not the same when Jordan was going to get Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman,
No.
the same guy that averaged like 7 points his whole career. Come on, man. What are we
Jordan
talking
had 3 rings before Rodman got there. Jordan had 3 rings before Rodman got
about?
there.
Man, he got
Jordan
man.
didn't wait
We
for
got a
Rodman to
detox.
get there to
We
get
got a
his
detox, my
6.
boy. We got a detox because he got to get the hey, it's leaking.
Hey, hold
I can
Oh,
see it
what
in
I'm saying though, what I'm
Atlanta.
saying though, okay, let's be real now. Let's be real. Let's be real. Now,
keep it a buck.
LeBron, right? Now I must say this. I don't agree with LeBron leaving Miami. I think that was weak too, right? But I understand why he left
Leaving
Miami.
Cleveland?
He was trying to get players to come to Cleveland. But it's Cleveland, Ohio. Who wanna go there? Nobody in that mind will want to go to
Bro, I will
Cleveland, Ohio.
fight you. I
You know what I'm
will
saying?
fight you.
You know how
What are we
hard
doing
it
right
was?
now?
He was trying every year He was trying every year, 7 years, to get somebody to come to Cleveland. Didn't nobody want to go there. People rather go sleep on the road and then go to Cleveland, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
know.
can't blame that
I
man.
know.
Look, they had Boston, who was full of Hall of Famers. You had the Pistons. You know what they did to the Lakers in Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So what you expect the man to do? And then when he finally broke through to the championship, he had to run into the Lotus first with Steven Jackson, Tony Parker, Emmanuel Ginobili before he had the ball spot.
You're not even telling this story in order, so I don't even respect the
No,
tape.
I'm just saying though. I can understand why the man did it. I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Can
I'm
I
just
add
saying.
can I add context? Can I add context to the lies that you to the
If you going to
misrepresentation of
if you
history
going to
that
feel
you
what I
just
said
had?
about nobody wants to come to Cleveland, we don't want to hear it.
Hey, okay, no, I can start there. People do want to come to Cleveland. First of all, Cleveland's being highly visited right now, so that's a lie. Also, we have things in Cleveland. Bro, nobody from Mississippi is going to talk to me about Cleveland. We're not even in the same category of life, okay? Like, the only movies
Look,
that are made about Mississippi is I Am Being Oppressed. Stop it. We're not doing this, bro. So,
look.
now that's a basketball.
Okay.
So if we talk about it, when Brown went to go play the first of all, his road to the finals against to get to the Spurs was easy. That road to the finals is because that Pistons team that we played, that Pistons team wasn't the same Pistons team that had been hooping before. That Pistons team has seen a lot of finals. Those guys were getting older. Larry Brown wasn't there. And Ben Wallace got hurt in that series. You don't remember that. Also in that game 7 where Bowie Gibson went off and he hit all those threes. In that same game, I think Brown was like 4 for forever in that game. Like he was shooting horribly. So there was a team. We were the number 1 defensive team in the league that year. That's why we were able to get to the finals because we could lock up and just like who was that? Who was locking up this year? But basically locking up to be able to keep the score low, and then Brown just go ahead and out athleticism everybody
Yeah, he just needs to
in
go.
order to get there. So that's
He
what
just needed to
happened.
go Cleveland, man. So he just needed to make the coach. He didn't. Out of all his choices that he had, he didn't have to go to Miami to team up with 2 other superstars. They were just weak.
Facts.
He had so many things. To
Facts.
do. He had unlimited choices, bro. Like he was LeBron.
He
He was
did.
still LeBron, the guy. Like people wanted to play with LeBron, but yeah, he just went the weak route, and people try to say like, what about the KD? KD was weak. Both of them were weak, bro. We're not gonna compare
Yeah,
weak.
yeah.
Like, why
I
we
was gonna
want to
say
debate
it's a
about
week
what was
off.
weakness? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to debate weakness. Just let weakness be weakness, and
I'm
and
not
there's levels to
debating.
it.
I'm not
Also,
debating.
I want to
I'm
add,
not debating.
Tim
No, I'm
Duncan.
not saying I'm
When
not. I'm
Tim
talking about
Duncan
people in
saw the
general.
Cavs in the finals, when Tim Duncan saw the Cavs in the finals, they held him to 45% shooting. So I want you to keep that record. Also, every game except for one, the Spurs won by single digits. So they weren't out there stomping a new hole
Right?
into the
He didn't have no
Cavs.
bums. He didn't have
I
bums.
was gonna say
As he said,
Brown shot horribly in that series, and the Spurs were just better.
and he
We
said,
locked
and,
up
and
on
he
defense, but
said
they were
he
just
carried his
better.
team. Like, of course he
Look,
carried his
look.
team, but like he'll trash his team to this day. Like I've seen him on on that show. He was trashing pretty much all those Cavs teams, and that's ridiculous, man. It's sad to see. Like I
But
know
one
Kobe and
thing,
Jordan, like those guys, they weren't trash teams that they went to the finals with. Like teams that we got put out early with or didn't even make the playoffs. Yeah, obviously we didn't get there for a reason. But we got to the finals, bro. You want to brag about getting to the finals? What 15 years in a row? Like, bro, how you gonna say the teams were trash? Like,
40% is only good in baseball.
and another thing is like people like to brag about that type of stuff, but like who was he beating? He was beating Gilbert Arenas, uh, doggone Danny Granger, and who else? Who did he beat? Who was he beating out here?
No, listen, you spitting. And then also,
I know Danny Green was
Wait,
hurt.
wait, wait. Wait, I got you. Hold on, Mook. I'm going to let you go because I'm going to let you cook in a minute. But look, I just want to say this. I want you to remember the Boston team that Brown lost to, Kobe beat in the finals. The Orlando team that Brown lost to, Kobe beat in the finals. So Brown saying, hey, we gotta diminish some of this ring culture. Kobe's like, the guys y'all couldn't beat, I beat them. You couldn't get past them. I could. What are we talking about? What's happening right now? Like, be for real. Out of all the things we could be, let's be for real.
Okay. This is look. This is a world-breaking announcement, y'all. First time in history,
Mm-hmm.
JB, Josh, you guys are right. Jokers, people from Ohio, are just weak like that. The players are weak. I get it. People from Ohio, because you thought you right. Yeah, Ohio. That's why Cleveland did it. He's from Ohio. That's why he would leave and go team up. That's why he make a weak move like that. Even even when
Let me do this. Let me say this. For all our viewers, they like Ohio is real people in Ohio. There's real people in Mississippi. You know, it's all good. Everybody. So I want to get that disclaimer. So, Mississippi, we
hey,
hold it down.
let me get my rocks off, then I'll apologize. Look, don't interrupt me. Let me get my rocks off and then I'll apologize afterwards. Look, let me finish my point. Steph Curry, right? It's my time. This baby always trying to get off on Mississippi. I know you love Mississippi too. But anyway, we getting our rocks off and then we gonna come back and apologize. Look, even Steph Curry up 3-1. That's that Ohio in him that allowed LeBron to come back and beat him. One Ohio letting another Ohio person. Who can be the weakest? None. I'm saying all that. We love y'all, Ohio. Hey, we represent, man. I got double love for my Ohio brothers. I'm gonna say y'all two the greatest NBA players of all time. I love you guys. They weak at times, but we love them. You know what I'm saying?
Just okay. No, that's great.
We
Hey,
just
real quick,
saying
can you tell me about the NBA legend, top 10 player, top 20 player from Mississippi? Okay, well, we
I'll,
don't have all day. It's
look,
okay, bro. You don't have to take that hard. There's nobody, and we
look,
can move on. Hey,
he's a
shout out
Hall
to
of
our
Tw-
how we be producing.
27.
look, look.
Hey, Josh, you hitting strays for nothing, bro. Like you can dodge them. Don't even worry about it. This is really about Mook. This is
Check this
really
out.
about Mook.
NFL, we can name a lot of them for NFL. But NBA,
We
I
got
mean, we
Hall of
got some
Famers.
in the NBA now.
We
Top
got
20
Hall of
is hard.
Famers.
Quick at 20.
We
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 do
we
too. We do too. Hey, shout out to the Ohio State Buckeyes for winning the national championship too. I so in conclusion, championship culture. Hey, the championships have to matter. They have to matter.
Yeah,
Like Josh said, context is everything. Like if you start talking about Robert Ory or Bill Russell, like you just want to talk at that point. Like you're really
yeah,
just wanting to talk. But when you put in context like the '90s, 2000s, early to 10 or the 10s, the 20s, like when you start putting all that together, that's when it's like, okay, we really talk about something.
yeah.
So
And,
I'm definitely with y'all with that one.
yeah. And in all seriousness, before Josh goes, in all seriousness, man, like with what LeBron said, man, it's like I understand you trying to be relatable, bro, and like, but they're championships for a reason, man. Like it's like even though Charles Barkley never got a ring, he wouldn't come on there and say that rings don't matter.
Exactly.
That man,
Exactly.
you telling that
Facts.
man he could go back, if that man could go back and do one thing, he would go back and probably tie Jordan up for one of them championship games and try to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? You can't say rings doesn't matter, bro. If rings didn't matter, playoffs would just be they'll be lackadaisical all year round, and then the contract year come, that's the only time they will play. Rings is what
Right, go for
separates
broke.
the good from the great. It separates the good
Thing,
from the great. And
it's just,
and that's just what it is.
my bad. I was going to say that LeBron got to take this YN mentality out this, because he too thinking like YN.
Yeah.
It's all this me, and even more so, like, he just want to be liked so much. He always have to be like politically correct. Like he's been in moments saying all I do is play for rings. All I do is play for championship. He's gonna
Yep.
say championship.
Not one, not two, not three, not four.
He's
Yeah.
saying things like as the time. I mean, of course, we all live and learn. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he just always kind of seemed to be very politically correct. And yeah, he got to stop that, man. Like, that's why we like Kobe and Jordan, because like you can see in them dudes' eyes, like I don't care. Like what you want me to what you want to ask me? Like I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. So that's why you got to
Facts.
respect those kind of guys.
And my last thing on that one specifically is because Bron, he said on the interview, he said he felt like the 2016 ring made him the GOAT.
They
But you
go.
can't say the 2016 ring makes you the GOAT. And then this year when you lose with Luka, say, oh, we didn't, me and Luka can't do it by ourselves, essentially. If a ring can make you the GOAT and you want all the praise, then you're going to have to take some of the, you're going to have to take the pushback. The same way with a quarterback when you fall. If you want all
Yeah.
the credit, you're going to get all the blame. That's how that's going to work.
No.
But if you say
All right, so let's,
it's just hate.
Hold on, JB. Hold on, one JB. Before you switch
go
off,
ahead.
I'm gonna just say this
Yeah.
one thing. LeBron,
All right.
if rings didn't matter, why even play in the bubble?
Who was
That
that
was
for?
that would need to answer for. Cause why would you even risk? Why would you even
Who was
risk?
that for? That's
Yeah, what was
facts.
that for? Why play in the bubble? Because guys didn't want to be there.
Did
And
not.
what? Yeah. So why even play in the bubble if rings don't matter?
And the country was in turmoil. People were getting sick. There were the different protests and riots around the country at the time. Like it was a lot going on. So no, that's big facts. And people's families were dying. I
Yeah,
think Cat lost a family member while he was in the bubble. So no, that's
yeah,
big fact. His
yeah.
mom, right? Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
why
So
so
that's
why play in the
crazy.
bubble? Why play in the bubble if rings don't matter? That's
No,
all I'm
that's
gonna say.
big.
Yeah, we can got to it, man. It was just full of shit. That's all.
Definitely agree. All right, so shout out to everybody who got drafted over these last couple days. We got Cooper Flag, who went number one. That we knew that was going to happen. Dylan Harper, Ron Harper's son, went to the Spurs. That young man's a hooper. VJ Edgecombe, he went to the Sixers. They got another guard. They're super guard heavy now. We had Khan go to the Hornets. That boy can shoot. Ace Bailey went to the Jazz. I felt bad for him when it happened. Trey Johnson went to the Wizards. He's gonna be there with some vets, man. But just off of those six guys right there, man, what y'all thinking? Who has the best upside?
Go ahead, Mook.
Who's in the best situation?
Hey, where old boy from Florida go?
He went to Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was about to say. Bring him up. Clayton.
The one from Florida, the point guard.
Yeah. The one that was like game changing at the end of the year. Yeah. Clayton.
Yeah,
Yeah, he went to the Jazz with Ace Bailey. I was just gonna say that. I
yeah.
actually think Ace Bailey they
That's
won the
my guy.
draft so
That's my guy. That's the one. When I look at him and put my eyes on him, he different.
mm-hmm.
I didn't see nobody else. I didn't watch nobody else play, and I thought to myself, oh, he different. Like I'm kind of a good judge of when I see these players. When I seen him, even when and that was a night he was scrubbing, I still said, man, this dude different. It's just
Because he
like
found a way at the end.
yeah, he reminded me of like when I seen Jalen Brunson play in Villanova. You could see it, bro. Like dude just different, and I got the same feeling from him, bro. Dude just different, bro. And you could tell he's gonna translate. And he's gonna transition to the pros nicely. And he's my rookie of the year, even over Cooper Flag.
Okay.
You know what? Cooper Flag is in a foregone rookie of the year. Because honestly, those dudes at the top, Cooper Flag is going to be tough. Dylan Harper's going to be tough. The only thing is he's with the Spurs and they have
Mm-hmm.
De'Aaron Fox, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do that one. Trey Johnson's going to have the green light, but he's also going to be there with vets, so it's going to be a good learning experience for him. And Ace Bailey's going to have a green light too, and he's a hooper as well. So, but I know one thing: that Texas trip for teams, because you know teams always have that span where they go Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. That's gonna be no
Yeah,
joke. That's gonna be
yeah.
no joke for teams that have to go on that tour, because
Texas,
man,
Texas had a good summer.
oh yeah.
They had a good summer.
Okay, so tell me this: out of the three teams, who do we think is gonna be the best next year?
Houston,
Houston.
Houston. They got better. They got the better coach. They got the best score, and they the best defensively. They got the trifecta.
Yeah, with Kyrie being out, I'll say Houston too.
Kyrie's gonna be back in December.
It doesn't matter. Kyrie Irving don't play defense. He's a liability on defense.
Well, I would say Dallas Mavericks overall if Kyrie come back healthy and all that. But yeah, as far as like starting off here, definitely Houston because I think KD this is a good fit for KD over there. That's a good
Man,
fit. For him.
I hear y'all. And I think I'm going Houston. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas comes out the West. I know this is crazy early. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas came out the West, though. And then San Antonio's not going to be nothing to sleep on next year with coming back. De'Aaron Fox is going to be there.
Harper's not bad, man. Harper's gonna be
No,
good coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? I would think.
Dylan Harper's a hooper. Dylan
Still got
Harper is a
OKC.
hooper.
I still got OKC coming out the West next year.
I don't think so.
I think so far the Jazz have seemed to won the draft so far. I hadn't seen it so far tonight, but on the second round, but so far the first round with them getting Clayton and what's the guy name?
Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Ace Bailey. I think those two guys. I think they're actually gonna make Jazz kind of get somewhat that beginning Detroit energy, how they just started recently. I don't think they're not gonna finish what Detroit just finished recently, but I think they're gonna start to kind of get like this. Okay, this kind of defensive two-way kind of energy over there.
Yeah.
What you
Man,
think
that would
about
be
Atlanta?
tough.
What y'all think about Atlanta?
They're building a team. They're building a team. It still
I
won't be
really don't think
enough.
about Atlanta.
Yeah, it still won't be enough. Because I like Orlando getting banged. Like Atlanta, like they're building a cool team, but I don't think it's like something for the long road. It's like first round exit, play in type vibes. That's why I see
Hey,
Atlanta
JB,
being.
you know what I thought about, bro?
What's up?
I think Cleveland need to be reaching out to Portland
For who?
and trying to get Drew Holiday.
I thought that too.
That would be a
Thought
look.
that too.
He would be perfect beside Donovan. You were talking about you want to get rid of Gardner. That'd be a nice upgrade.
Yeah.
But
He needs
But I
somebody.
think
that's
He needs
already a
somebody.
defensive team. That's already a defensive
yeah,
team.
He needs somebody to
That's
get
what
buckets too. He
that's
gonna be
what
losing
Cleveland.
15, 13 points with Graham.
But I'm saying that's what Cleveland missing. They are small. They are small at the one. And because
right.
Donovan Mitchell ain't the biggest. I mean, you bring in a player like Drew, I can see him getting them over the top. At least getting them to the third round.
I can see it. Hey, next year Cleveland's coming out the East. I'm telling you right now. Cleveland will be coming out the East next year. I'm telling you right now, y'all. This is on wax. Write it down, date it, timestamp it, all that. Cleveland's coming out the East, 100%. Y'all
I
just be
don't
ready for
see it.
that.
I don't see it
Hey, you
as
don't have to
constructive.
see it. Hey, listen, man. Ray Charles didn't see a lot either.
Didn't them
One
jump
thing about it
like
is,
like
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
here's my
Yeah.
problem with the denial. Like this year were their best chance. I mean, y'all had two different streaks of 15 plus game winning streak. Y'all
We got
still didn't make
hurt,
it out the second round.
bro. We got hurt. We got
Still didn't
hurt.
make it out the second round. I don't want to hear that.
We got hurt. You know, I'm tired of your negativity. I'm
Tell the
tired of
boys
your
to drink more
negativity.
milk.
All you want to
Tell
do
the
is
boys
hold
to
us
drink some
back.
milk or something. Tell the boys to drink some milk or something, bro.
You know what? When we start talking about Mississippi State basketball, that's when I'm
No,
gonna
don't
care
do
about.
that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. No, we can't
Listen,
do that.
Look,
I'll never
look,
give Ole Miss
look,
a hard time. I
look,
ain't never give Ole
look,
Miss a hard time. I don't
look,
know
Josh,
why you act like this.
look,
It is
JB,
very ugly.
look,
What's
JB.
up?
That's personal to Josh. He went to Mississippi State.
Straight up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
Hey,
That's deep. Yeah,
hey,
run
man,
deep, bro.
no, that's cool. That's you all's professional team, so I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, so hey, let's let's switch it up real quick. All right. So, what's more likely to be broken first? Bron's scoring record or MJ scoring titles?
MJ scoring titles.
That's 10. Somebody got to get to 11. The closest person to his scoring titles right now is KD at 4.
I would say the scoring record because the game is going to continue to evolve. As they say,
Mm-hmm.
I say evolve. It's going to keep continue to evolve to where it's more offensive nature. So yeah, definitely somebody's like surpass it or something. That
Yeah.
scoring titles, that means dominance, man. Like, see nobody doing that. See it.
I agree. Mook, you want to change your answer, bro?
One was number 2 for him. Championships he got. He wasn't that
I'm
crazy
gonna be
dominant, you know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see nobody playing as long as LeBron James.
Oh.
So I don't see that record ever being broken. Look how long it took Kareem record to be broken. And he shouted that. Ain't nobody gonna ever play that long.
But
The
we're
scoring record is
probably
doable. Think about it.
Kareem
Think
stopped.
about it. Shea got 2, right? Don't Shea got 2 scoring titles?
He has one.
He didn't win it last year? Who won it last year?
Oh, he might have won it last year. Let me see.
I'm not sure.
Shea probably already got 2. I don't see him slowing
That
down.
means 9 more.
Get it,
Nine more?
Man, the dude
Get it,
averaged
man.
30 points a game. He's the sure bet to get 30 every night.
Hey, we used to say that about James Harden too.
But they
Yeah,
don't do
Shea
it
only
tonight.
has one.
You only have one?
Shea only
Okay.
has one. Yeah, he only has one. So he needs 10 more to go.
Who won it last year?
I don't know, probably Luka. Let me see. Let me see. 20.
I doubt it.
Oh, was it Jokic?
No. Scoring title.
Joel Embiid 123.
Who was
Luka.
it?
Luka won. It was
Luka?
Luka.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it was Luka.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so nah, I don't see it. That's good. I don't know. I'm
How
kind of
many
leaning
Luka
more
got?
towards that 40.
How many
Luka
Luka
has
got?
one.
Oh,
One.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like they take turns. so I don't know. And then health is always going to end up playing a factor, and then sacrificing when you bring somebody else in. So I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. All
My
right,
whole
so
thing is
go
ain't
ahead.
nobody gonna play no 22 years, bro. Like,
So
this dude is
you
playing
think
with his
somebody
son.
is going to be the number one scorer in the NBA 11 times?
This dude is playing with his son in the NBA that wasn't even born when he came in the NBA. Do you
Man,
understand?
I'll kill the whole argument. Like, just imagine the same guy you talking about is playing these 22 years, 23 years. See, look at the record that he broke. He broke the all-time scoring record. He ain't getting nowhere close to the scoring title. Just look what he was able to do. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
So look at that. Look at the guy
That's
you making
true.
the argument. He
Braun
ain't
has
nowhere near
one
him.
scoring title. Braun has one scoring title.
He was more likely to get the scoring, the overall scoring title than the pretty much that dominant type of
Josh,
score.
this is why I rock with you. That's critical thinking.
Oh yeah, yeah. Use
That's
the guy we
facts.
using.
That's
What I'm,
facts.
what I'm telling you though, is that the likelihood of you breaking the scoring record is very unlikely. Like I said, people thought that people thought that Kareem's scoring record was never gonna be. It's just like it's two records that'll probably never be broken. That's the assist record by John Stockton and the scoring type. You can have a player come in the league and and,
I
and, and break it and be 11 times scoring champ.
I'll use another example. I use another example to kill that too. So just back in those days, people thought that nobody would break Kareem's record. No, people thought that nobody would ever break MJ's record. Which one were they wrong about? Which one has happened? You know what I'm saying? So I think, well, no, that actually kind of goes against my argument. So,
Yeah.
all right. So what I'm saying
People
is the
thought
fact that,
Oscar Roberts, like Oscar Roberts. We can say Oscar Roberts, right?
The triple double,
Yeah. We
averaging
thought
a
that was
triple
okay,
gonna
double,
broken.
and then Russ did it 3 times.
Yeah, I mean records are meant to be broken, but some records will never be broken. Like that's what I'm getting at. It's like with the way the game going, you getting farther and farther away from the assist record being broken. the
Well,
way the
bro,
game is.
we're about 30. We're almost 30 years from Jordan's last scoring title.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, like it don't make sense. Like, but people both said that neither one of them things would happen, but look what happened so far. So I think what would happen again would be somebody breaking a scoring title again, other than somebody breaking that other record. Because I mean, they never
Yeah,
thought that
because
it would happen, but look what it happened.
and then just what Josh said, you don't have to win scoring titles in order to break that record. Because Brian just showed that you just gotta be consistent. Get your 25 points a game. Get your 27 points a game.
That's
You'll
it.
be good because Brian's averaging about 25 a game. So get it to 27 and stay in the league for about 20 years. You can do something with that.
But you
But
start,
to get 10
but
scoring titles, that means you running the league. If
this
you got 10 scoring titles, you running this show. You done got
Because
it.
we
this
watched
is
Vince.
what
Yeah,
y'all missing.
we watched Vince
But
Carter play for 19 years. Imagine if he was actually hooping for him.
okay, but this is what y'all missing though. This is what y'all missing. Most guys are coming in and they already behind. Because most guys are coming in the league at 21, 22. They ain't getting playing time. It's like 21, 22. LeBron stepped on the court
No,
at
they coming in at
18.
19.
Okay,
They come.
okay. They're a year behind, right? Because LeBron
Right.
came on the scene, was the best player as an 18-year-old
Mm-hmm.
on his team. Coming in
Had
scoring
the
20
green light.
points.
They kicked
Coming in
Ricky
scoring
Davis
20
off the
some
team
points.
for Brian.
Right. Came in scoring 20 some points since 18.
He came in scoring 19 points. Chill out.
Same thing. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
most guys
okay, hey, but
are a year
look,
behind.
that goes to our point though. Brian has always had he always had the green light, and he always had the opportunity to score. However, he has one scoring title, but what did he do? Break that 40,000 points.
So that's more likely to happen. Since even
So
he
it's more likely to
nowhere
get
close. Yeah.
Look, y'all saying that too. That we y'all just y'all the only. But here's the thing now. The man went to 10 straight finals. You forgetting that too. So you got to put the
What does that have to do with
put the
anything?
playoff points in there too. That counts too. So now you got to play almost 3 seasons worth of playoff games.
That's to our
On
point.
top of the 23 years.
That's to our point though. That's going towards the overall total scoring. Like that's not going
More
to get
That's
you a
what.
scoring
opportunities.
title. That's not going to get you a scoring
That's
title.
Because the
that's
scoring
what I'm.
title is just regular season.
It ain't about the scoring title. I'm telling you, most guys are
That's the
already a
argument.
year behind. Listen, what I'm saying, most guys are coming in a year behind because the way the NBA set up, you cannot come straight out of high school no more.
Right.
Right. You got to say 1 year.
Yes.
So
So
stay to your
most guys
19.
are already behind him by a good. How many points you think you score? How many? If you average 20 points a game, how many points you score? How many points you think that amount to in 82 games? Right.
I get what you're saying. But you got to think about the question. Which one is more likely? But the question is, which one
So
is
what's
more
that
likely
20
to?
times 82? What's 20 times 82?
So I can't think of it right now. It's late. But yeah, bro. Like the question is like which one is more likely to happen? You know what I'm saying? So
1,600. That's what it
So
is.
most guys,
1,640.
my bad, Josh, I ain't mean to cut you off.
now go ahead,
But
bro.
I'm just saying, most guys are coming in 1,600 points behind automatically. So you got to say, if I'm going to catch LeBron, I'm already 1,600 points behind.
You got work to do. I don't know. What are we
You
doing?
said he averaged 19 points, right? So you
But to
already
get
Yeah.
the
coming in the
scoring
league.
title, you got way more bigger. You got bigger fish to fry if you're trying to get the scoring title. You got to not
You're right.
only think
Yeah.
about catching. You ain't got to only think about catching somebody's total. You got to think about beating everybody else that got green light as this league is
No,
progressing.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
saying
Like
you
that
said
20 that Brian had don't matter in the scoring title. That's just like cool. Congratulations on being 25 in the world of a score because Brian averages 25 a game. 25 in the world of a scoring title doesn't matter. 27 in the eyes of a scoring title doesn't
So,
matter because either
so,
you get it or you don't.
and I'll break it down even more. So
okay.
the question would really be who is more so. All right, do you think somebody's going to be likely more consistent throughout the years, or do you think somebody can be that dominant again? Nobody's gonna be that dominant again, bro. I can think somebody may be that consistent again. That may be possible. It's not likely, but it's more possible than somebody being that damn dominant again. I have to use that
Listen,
word. Like,
So most players that win the scoring title, what they average, like 32 points, 30 what?
It
It's
depends,
gonna be
bro.
somewhere in the
32,
The
35.
most average,
35.
okay. So listen. So just think about it. This how Jordan broke it down, right?
You
Jordan
got to go
told
at 11
Carmelo
years.
Anthony, listen, Jordan told Carmelo Anthony how to average 30 points a game. When he was young, he said, all you gotta do is think, I'm gonna get my 7 points a quarter. So if a player come in, he got the ultimate green light. Let's just use Shea, right?
Why he didn't do it? No, use your first guy. Why Carmelo didn't get those scoring titles
I
like
was
that?
gonna say Carmelo's not
Why
a
he
good
didn't do it?
example.
He had the formula.
What's
Why he
going
didn't
on?
do it? He didn't
Let me
do
see if he has.
it.
I don't know how many scoring titles Carmelo got.
Nowhere near Jordan, and he done. Not even he ain't got no more than 3. I guarantee you. If he got that,
I'm just saying, let's use Shea, right? So let's say if I went to Shea and say, look, all you need to do is average 7 points a quarter. 7, 14, 21, 28. Get like 10 points in 2 of the quarter.
mm-hmm.
There your 35 right there. You a lead the league in scoring every year. He can go on for the
It
next
sounds
5
good.
years.
It's
He
that
can
easy,
go for
John.
the next 5 years and lead the league in scoring. He already know the formula.
That's all.
It's that easy, dog.
That'll be 6.
That sounds amazing.
I think it
That
sounds
sounds
easier to
amazing.
get 25 points over the course of 20 years other than getting uh, the 35 plus or 33 plus 11 years over the course of your career. That just sounds hard. To get a consistent, like decent over 20-point games throughout your career and just staying healthy, okay, that's doable. It's a very much an Iron Man award, but it's doable more than somebody just running the league, bro. Jordan ran the league with that stat, man. Like he terrorized people. People had nightmares of Jordan, bro, because of that one stat. Because they know he about to light you up every night, man. Like not
And
even
if
up on no.
we keep it a buck,
Hmm?
if Jordan just went out there and he was like, I'm just gonna go for broke every night,
Oh man,
and then also he didn't retire, like he would have passed Kareem's scoring title.
oh
He
man.
just didn't put forth he didn't try to. This man played basketball for 15 years if you're including the Wizard years. He played and he was hurt for both of those in the Wizard years.
Well, yeah.
He played 15 years. 2/3 of his career, he led the league in scoring. Come on now, what are we doing? 10 out of the 15?
And about
Oh.
what? But
Okay,
that's
check this
about
out.
And the
almost
Check this
40
first
out.
year, he broke his foot.
and one almost
Check
40
this
years.
out. For one now, let's not act like people were just scoring crazy. I bet you most of the years that he won the scoring title, he didn't even average 30.
Defense, bro. And I
What?
but
No, no,
defense.
no, 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 no. Wait. The man averages 30 for his career. What are we talking about?
Maybe so, bro. What I'm telling you,
Bro, you're not going to be disrespectful.
listen,
What we're not
listen,
going to be today is
listen,
disrespectful. But
listen
maybe we
though,
have to have a Jordan episode
The
next
listen
name
week.
of
though,
the episode needs to
listen
be the
though,
detox.
bro.
This needs to be the detox.
Okay, I know we gotta go. Listen,
Facts. I like that. The
listen,
detox.
listen. I know we gotta go, right? But
Yeah.
is it safe to say that if Jordan scored 30 in the season, he was solidified the scoring champ that year? It's been guys that scored 30 points and they still wasn't the scoring champ in the past 5 to 10 years.
You gotta think about context, man. Can't be one side. We can't be simple when it comes. It's context, bro. Like basketball is totally different than it was back then. Just imagine if you
No
flip it
hand
around.
checking.
Just imagine Jordan being flipped into this era. You think he would have just been getting just 30? Come on, bro.
Also, Shaq did play in the same NBA as Michael Jordan. Tim Duncan played in the same NBA. KG played in the same NBA. Clyde Drexler played in the same NBA. Hakeem played in the same NBA. Who else? Larry Bird played in the same NBA. Kareem played in the same NBA. Like, don't do that, bro.
The
I'm
defense.
not
Don't do that.
saying what Jordan did wasn't great. I'm just saying the ideal. I'm just saying it's more likely to have 11 scoring titles than it is than somebody to score that many points and play that long. You know how hard it is to play that many years, scoring that many points that consistently. You know what I'm saying?
One
It's
last
hard.
question. One last question, if you don't mind. One last question. All right. We know people that has come close to this LeBron record, like within thousands. Name somebody that's come close to that scoring title. Name two. For you to feel so strongly about this, name two that's come close to that scoring title.
Who was with the
We
thousands
know
of LeBron?
Kareem. We know Kareem. We know Karl Malone. We know Kobe and Jordan are all near within the vicinity of the scoring title. Who's
Was
near?
nowhere near. Karl Malone was nowhere near Kareem.
He was number two.
And you can be number two and still be down there drowning in the water.
What was the numbers, like 36 and 41? I forgot the exact numbers, but it was like within thousands, bro.
Hell
You said
no,
what?
it was like 19, 20, and then it was like 36.
No. What?
That ain't close.
Wait for what?
No, it's like top 10, or at least, I mean, top 5, at least like 30, bro. Like people got 30.
Kareem was a long way away from Karl Malone.
All right, so still ask my question. Who's near Jordan when it comes to this 10 scoring titles? Who's near Jordan?
Let me see.
Durant got
Exactly.
4, like you said. Durant got 4, like you said, right?
Yeah, Durant. Out of active players, it's Durant with 4.
That's probably the highest.
How many does AI have?
And that's 7. That's 7 away from even passing, bro. You think
How
he gonna
many
do
does
that?
AI? How many do AI have?
Maybe 3, 2, 3.
I think AI has 3. Wilt Chamberlain's second with 7.
But he's out of here. He's done.
He don't got no more games in him.
He ain't playing no more games,
Rest in
bro.
peace.
No, I wasn't even talking about that part, but yeah, definitely. Respect. Just saying,
By
like, he's done
Yeah.
playing.
By the time LeBron get finished, your players are in their career, and they'll be 10 years away from getting close to LeBron.
Hey, and they'll probably be 7 scoring championships away from being next close to Jordan. So,
Which would be impossible.
Both of them will never be broken.
like,
Both of them will never be broken. I don't know why we arguing.
James Harden's at 3.
Look, it's like an unstoppable force meeting an unmovable object.
Just imagine if
Yo,
we were
all
having this
right,
argument
look, here's what we
before
gonna do.
LeBron hit.
Y'all let us know in the comments, who do y'all see record coming down first? Bron or Jordan's? Do you see the 40 going down, or do you see the 10 coming down? Y'all let us know in the comments and let us know why. Yo, we appreciate y'all pulling up. Josh, bro, appreciate you pulling up. It really turned into the J&J show. Good stuff. Mook, hey, we sorry we had to, knock you out. Hey, you gave it the old college try. Appreciate you, my brother. I'm gonna give you the number 1 Kobe hater. Hey, Mook, tell them what to do. Tell them where to find us.
Forget y'all, J&J. I don't care about y'all.
Yo, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit us up on IG.
Anyway, let me say this right here, too.
365 Nothing Nice. YouTube, Nothing Nice.
We got nothing but love for you guys. But, hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and get all the notifications. Click all notifications. We out. Peace.
Peace. Nothing Nice.